At New York's Madison Square Garden, a City College quintet faces 5 fast and fancy web feet from the University of Oregon. And New York draws 2 points worth of first blood.
Booker, this is for the win.
Basketball is forever changing. I find myself very fortunate to be able to enjoy one of the best sports on this planet, basketball. And I know that sounds crazy, but to me it really is. I think it's awesome to watch basketball and its evolution.
We've seen this time and time again. From about 30 feet out.
I mean, come on. When I first started watching basketball, did I have any idea that I would be watching guys 7'2", 7'3" shoot the ball from 30 feet out with insane accuracy?
Backcourt shot. Oh, it's Porzingis!
Did I envision people shooting from the logo and that starting to become more and more of a daily trend?
Oh, logo man strikes again.
To answer my own question, no, I didn't. There's no way I could have known. I mean, we saw glimpses and shades in the past. We saw guys like Ralph Sampson able to play multiple positions and handle the ball very well. We saw guys like Dirk Nowitzki invent their own shot, and then for guys to also take that shot and make it even better. Wait, I'm trolling. But I have to give my boy Dirk a shout out because he truly did help to put stretch bigs on the map. Dirk wasn't just good, he was great, and he made a career hitting insanely tough shots. What's fun is people also forget that at one point, Dirk was a pretty good to great athlete. You think I'm joking? Then how do you explain this?
Check this out.
Sometimes in basketball, I find myself asking, what's next? When what's next is right in front of me, and it's more so, who's next? Some of you guys may or may not have heard, but there's a 7'3" kid from France who's already being projected as high as the #1 pick in the 2023 NBA draft. His name is Victor Wembanyama. His popularity is growing at an unreal rate, and when you watch him play, you'll truly start to understand why. There's a lot of fun facts surrounding Victor. Like literally, if he was to get drafted to the NBA today, there would only be 3 players taller than him, 3 current NBA players taller than him: Kristaps Porzingis, Boban, and Taco Fall. Victor also has an absurd wingspan. At 7'8", he has one of the largest wingspans in the entire NBA. His potential is scary, and his talent goes far beyond his height. All too often, we see guys that are tall, but they're unfortunately not very coordinated, or they simply lack the skill that some of the shorter players have. When height meets skill and skill meets production, it's a wonderful thing. Remember Anthony Davis dismantling the Rockets' small ball strategy? I've always felt like the kryptonite to small ball is talented bigs. Not just talented bigs, but skillful bigs. Bigs who will continue to reinvent the position and change basketball as we know it.
Jokic behind the back, and he scores!
Defensively, Draymond Green is known as one of the best small ball bigs of all time. Dating all the way back to AD's time in New Orleans, Draymond has never been a problem for Anthony Davis. Though the Pelicans teams weren't great, AD would still always dominate when he played the Warriors in the playoffs. Don't believe me? Just check out the numbers.
Here's Davis shooting for 3, yes! He can do it all.
It's no secret that Victor could add more weight to his frame, but he's young. I think the weight will come, and I think his body will fill out. Right now, I think it's safe to say Victor's frame is somewhat comparable to Bol Bol, and despite Bol Bol not logging heavy NBA action this season, I think we all see the potential that Bol Bol has shown us going forward. Victor has been on the radar of some great youth teams for a while, but where he really started to make his name was competing in the FIBA U16 European Championship last year in 2019. To be blunt, Victor dominated. Defensively, he was a monster, being one of the best defenders in the entire tournament, and overall, he was just ridiculous. He posted the best player efficiency rating throughout the entire tournament. He had the highest rebound percentage and the most blocks per 40 minutes. I mean, sit here and imagine this. Somebody with all of the offensive potential in the world, blocking 5.3 shots per game. I don't think you guys truly understand how cold Victor Wembanyama really is. We know how much Rudy Gobert, look, I'm not saying Victor Wembanyama is going to be Rudy Gobert, but we know how good Rudy Gobert has been for the Utah Jazz, just on the defensive side of the basketball. Forget anything offensively he brings. On defense, Rudy Gobert is a massive needle mover for the Utah Jazz. Imagine Rudy Gobert now able to space out to the three-point line. Victor Wembanyama doesn't just show potential with his shooting ability, his shot looks pure. Argue about consistency all you want. You can see the talent is there and he's only going to improve going forward. At 7'3", there is massive shot making potential. He shoots some of these jumpers like there's nobody in his face. When it comes to Victor's game, he's so versatile. I'm not going to sit here and tell you he dribbles like a point guard or any of that nonsense. I'm going to tell you that he's a very high level ball handler for his size that has the potential to get to the basket and put the ball on the floor and lead the break. Did I mention that actually once he gets the ball out in transition, he also has a high IQ? He's looking to make the right pass. It doesn't have to be attacking the basket or nothing for him. You guys know how Jokic controls the game tempo for the Denver Nuggets. I wouldn't be shocked to see a team do that in the future with Victor. The player comparisons for Victor have been all over the place. And when you understand how he approaches the game of basketball, you see why. He says he doesn't focus on one player. He tries to take things from every good player. When it's all said and done, he wants to have a game that isn't necessarily comparable to anybody at his level. I've seen comparisons from Victor just absolutely all over the place. I've seen Rudy Gobert. I've seen Kristaps Porzingis. Don't get mad at me. I've seen the comparisons to Giannis Antetokounmpo also. Mike Schmitz from ESPN says despite his size and thin frame, he moves like a wing. Not only does he put a lid on the rim like Gobert, he also shows the floor spacing potential of a young Kristaps Porzingis with a far better handle and passing feel. Although it's debatable whether Victor is truly the best prospect in the world, there is no argument that he's at least one of the most exciting and promising young prospects out there. He has the length. He buys in on defense. He has absurd natural body control that complements his soft touch and shooting ability. Players like Victor are becoming more and more valuable in the modern NBA. While people say the big man position is dying in the NBA, I truly do feel that the game is evolving and the position is becoming better and more skilled than ever. A big man like Karl-Anthony Towns is easily one of the best low post scorers in the NBA, and somehow that's forgotten about. It's forgotten about because Karl-Anthony Towns is your average modern big man that doesn't want to go down on the block. But you see, what I just said right there is simply not true. Karl-Anthony Towns might not hit the block like he used to because he shoots with intense volume, but also has the efficiency to match. Karl-Anthony Towns will take as many threes as Trae Young, and you look at the percentage and you see he's making more.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Did I just take things way too far?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I might have, but you guys understand now where I'm coming from. I'm a huge Karl-Anthony Towns fan, and this actually came from a place of passion because me, being a tall guy myself, I shoot the ball a lot. I'm a good shooter. Man. It is what it is.
I too am extraordinarily humble.
But at the gym, they try to make you go to the post. Man, let me shoot. But look, you guys understand what I'm saying. Karl-Anthony Towns is phenomenal. He shoots a lot of threes because he's great at it. Yes, I do wish he'd go to the block more, but hey, it is what it is. When it comes to Victor, I look forward to following his career. I mean, how many bigs can truly block shots, play pick and rolls, come down on the other end and hit a contested three in your face? Some people say the sky is the limit for him. Well, I think they're simply not thinking big enough. Be sure to click the video on the screen right now. It helps support the channel. Be sure to subscribe if you are new. Thumbs up also. I'm Get Like Coop, bringing you guys the scoop, and I'll see you in the next one.